Yes. Hello everyone and welcome back to the final race of the season. Brazil, always a nice track to drive around. And we'll see what it brings.
Yeah, it should be a very good race. Always a decent track to drive. It's created some good memories in real life. Lewis Hamilton winning his first World Championship there, and Max Verstappen's driving the wet in 2016,
Oh yeah,
passing like team
that's a
cars. That
race.
was a brilliant one.
That's a race that always comes back every week in the Netherlands.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's brilliant, and pulled off some great overtakes that day on Perez and Vettel
Yeah,
and Rosberg at turn 3 as well. I remember that one.
we might have some rain today, but it seems to be dry.
Yeah, it looks dry at the moment. Looks dry for start of qualifying at least.
Don't know
It's
about the
good to
race, of
see.
course.
Yeah, that's a shame we haven't got the weather to see. Good to see we've got 14 drivers. A bit better than the past few weeks. Hopefully we can have some good action. And Cecil in the Racing Point is our first car out on track.
His first race of the season and his last one.
Yeah, brand new for this weekend, and see what he can do in his one-off in final round of the season. So should be interesting. Good to have an extra driver on the grid. Earlier on today, he set a 26.9 at Silverstone. Not that we are at Silverstone today, but that's his sort of level. And he's got a couple of corners to go to start his first lap.
One stop is definitely possible around here. So doesn't matter if you go soft medium or medium soft or soft hard.
Yeah, one stop. Should be enough tyre wear isn't too high around here. It's quite a nice track on the tyres. So the 36 lap race, we are doing 50% races, half of the real life distance. And Cecil is on the way down to turn 3. And his time at the end of the first sector is a 16.8. He is our first car on track. And he has a nice clear road ahead of him into Ferradura double. Now into the middle sector, drop long left hand. Now up the hill again, Pico de Pato with Hamilton took out Albon. Downhill through Naranja into Junshan. Final corner on this racetrack. The flag in sector, I think that's a Renault. Fun. And let's see what was. Open the DRS on the way to the start finish line.
I think it's an okay lap, but not amazing. J11 a 18.5.
Not overly quick.
Novic on the mediums. So I think that's an invalidation there. Doesn't look like he has grip. And he spins out, so that's not nice. Cyrex is going over the finish line, starting his lap, while the Renault driver is in pole position by 6/10. So that's really quick. But there is track evolution, of course, so someone can definitely pass that time. Lock up there. Going to Brandon coming in. Attacking the curb. And let's see what he can do. Faisal on his lap on the medium tire. Let's see how that works out for him. Soft tire. Sorry. Has been solid overall, but not the quickest in the league. But he's quite decent, as we can see. P4, really close to Daniel and Banter Brandon. So that's a solid lap. And let's see if he will stay in that position. Iron with a 116. Think he made a mistake. So he's doing another lap on the mediums. Might get a tow here. Could be nice. He tries to, but J11 goes out of the way.
Looks like Argent attacking Ferradura into the middle sector.
Is he up on his time?
Oh, I didn't see that bit. I'm not sure. We'll find out in a minute when he gets to the end of sector 2.
Yeah.
Just
I always forget to enable the timings. Well, 8 seconds up, but.
Oh, he's much better. Much better.
His lap wasn't good. I think he made a mistake somewhere. But up over the line, and he puts in a 179. But on those mediums.
Decent lap, brilliant lap actually, brilliant lap.
Yeah, so he's in a really good position for the race.
Yeah, it's 7/10 off Josh, our pole sitter.
I think Daniel's on a lap. He's up by a little bit, but
Ooh. Let's see what he can do. Just a few corners to go now. Slightly up in the middle sector. Oh, he's 2/10 up in the middle sector.
So that would
Purple.
put him in. Wow, it's really close, by the way. All 179. So if he improves, he immediately goes to P2.
Is it a front row for Daniel? It is.
It is.
P2. Purple in sector 3 as well.
Wow.
Brilliant end to the lap for Daniel. And he's our Tier 2 champion as well, clinching that at Monza last weekend.
Yeah, but just because he's a champion doesn't mean the season's over. There are still some fights in the table. Let's take a look. So of course Daniel is the champion with 184 points right now. Behind him is Arjen with 147. And behind him is Benter Brandon with 136. So the fight for P2 in the championship is still going on. And
we just had Josh set a new fastest lap of the section, 17.0.
yeah, he's rapid.
Daniel.
Looks like the connection to Lightning is lost again. As usual, because it's never really working properly, but we try our best, and at least we can see the race. So Firm Instant, don't know if he's new, never seen him in stream or in the tier 2 races, and he's coming in quite a decent lap time. So Unpoco in a lap, and let's see what he does. Didn't hit the apex there. And a 176. Good job from the Hess driver, and it's still really close. P2 176, P3 176, another 176. So 4 people in the 176s.
Bodes well for the race. With the
Passion Fruit, not sure if he's in a lap. Don't think so. No, he's coming in. Oh, he's not. But not a great lap. Yeah, the Red Bull drivers don't have a great season. I think it's going to be a close race. And Arjen might have the best paper still on those mediums. For the English people in the stream, it's not coming home. I'm sorry, but it's not. Don't be delusional. You can dream, but it's not happening. So sorry. Hello. Cecile going for pole position here. 2/10 up. Just in sector 1. Let's see if the Hess driver goes out of the way. Well, even gives him a tow.
Oh, nearly got held up.
Yeah, but he did get a tow, so.
But yeah, looking good for Sesson so far. He's P4 at the moment.
Yeah. And let's see what he does in sector 2. Still
2/10 up. Looking good. Just one corner to go. Might get a tow off the car in front. Looks like a Mercedes. Got the DRS open now. Keep the distance, minimise distance up towards start finish line. Goes P2. 1:72.
Arjen also improved. Went on the medium tire and set a lap time of 1:73. I was just saying when you couldn't hear me. Some English people in the chat. It's coming home. It's not coming home, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, if England win tonight, it'll be a big help.
Yeah, well, they still have to play the round of 16 quarterfinals. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have much faith in the manager.
Nah, we neither in the Netherlands. So.
Yeah, but Netherlands are doing all right. Good win last night. And yeah, hopefully they top the group.
We're seeing some connection issues in the remote play, as you can see. So I really hope we fix it for next season.
Yeah, it would make things a bit easier.
And we're back. Yes.
It's like, Arjun has just invalidated. Banter Brandon has retired. And it looks like Josh is on pole. No one else improving. Joey not improving.
And a real solid qualifying from the new guy as well. Cecile in P2.
Yeah, he did very well. Really well ahead of his teammate. And just a couple of tenths off Joey on pole. Really impressive.
Could he get his first podium in the race?
He could do. That would be very impressive if he could get a podium, especially on a track like Brazil, and it's not the easiest track out there. And he's doing very good at the moment.
So yeah, our top 3 is Jos, the Finnish driver from Renault in P1, then Cecile, and then our Dutchman Arjen, who has a Brazilian flag, but he is Dutch, so. And Banter Brennan and Arjen close to each other, so that will be interesting to see in the race, because they're close to each other in the standings. So
yeah, that will be very interesting, especially on a track like Brazil where you can pass with DRS and things into turn 1 and turn 4. So guess it depends who gets the better start. They can be very equal in pace.
yeah. And I think setup might be key as well, because you can choose 2 setups in Brazil. One that goes well on the straight, but then you will find that in the corners your tire wear is going pretty hard. But if you're not going for the straight line setup, you're going to have a tough time if someone is behind you.
Yeah, that's true. Especially in a long race, 36 laps like this, where everyone's fairly evenly matched. You might want to go for more downforce than straight line speed.
Always forget about the formation lap.
Yeah, the formation. It's good that they have the formation lap in the game. It adds that bit of realism, and especially ahead of league races, builds the tension a bit. And
Heating up your tires.
yeah. Especially with the surface and carcass tyre mode on, makes it that bit more critical to get the tyre warming right.
I do hate it in times of tire wear. You get quite a lot of tire wear in the formation lap.
Yeah, it can be. You can wear the tyres on the formation lap. You don't want to do it too much, but you still need to heat the tyres, so it can be a difficult balancing act. And it looks like Josh is doing quite a quick formation lap. We've got Savkov in last, who's just coming into turn 8, and Josh is coming to the final corner, so he's not hanging around.
Daniel and Vassell are disqualified. I think they
Looks
hit
like-
each other.
Yeah, must have been a bit of contact.
But I think damage is off in the formation lap, so
Yeah, damage is off in formation lap.
no big deal. They will have cold tires at the start, so
Yeah, that's a big disadvantage, especially at this track. Very important to get the start right, and you need every bit of grip and temperature you can get from the formation lap.
and lights out and away we go. He seems to have a good start. Cecil is ghosting, so Arjen. Oh, everyone is ghosting at my screen.
Yeah, I had that as well. Everyone was ghosting a bit, but brilliant start from Josh and the Renault leading from pole position.
Seems to be
And then
pulling
we've got
away
Cecil
already.
in P2. Brilliant start, and yeah, looks like he's got about half a second gap to the racing point behind him.
So not a lot happened at the start. I think Daniel had a rough start. Dropped
Yeah, he
a couple of
dropped a bit.
positions. Yeah, 4
Savkov made up a
positions.
place at the back of the field.
And J11 lost 7 positions, so not sure what
Whoa.
happened.
Yeah, that is quite a lot to lose 7 places in half a lap.
Let's see if he has front wing damage. Doesn't seem like it. So he might have just spun out.
Yeah, maybe he spun because he's about 4 seconds behind Savkov. Oh, he's coming in. He's coming in.
Are we in lap 3 already? No, 2.
No, lap
My
2. Lap
leaderboard is just glitching.
2. Yeah, I had that as well. It said lap 3 for me. And then I think it just reset.
Yeah, it always seems to be at the start of the race.
Hopefully Cody's can fix that for the new game.
Umpoko on the inside of Benter Brandon, but it didn't work out.
Instant. Out. We're down to just 13 runners. A safety car deployed.
That's good news for J11.
Yeah, that will help him catch up.
Who's just coming out of the pit, so...
Bit of it, but as we're under safety car, be a good chance for the drivers to save fuel and save the ERS. As we have a couple of guys in the pits, TSM Daniel in P12 in the McLaren.
Yeah.
It's a front wing change there. So did he get caught up in the contact?
I think so. He lost quite a lot of positions, so I think he picked up some damage from that. So
luckily for him, there's the safety car. He is one of our quicker drivers too, winning the championship last week. So
yeah, and he still managed to get a podium in every race, but right now it doesn't seem to be a great race for him.
Yeah, it might be a bit of a challenge to get the podium from here, but still a long way to go, more than 30 laps. So anything can happen, and you know how good TSM Daniel is.
Yeah, definitely has the pace. Raced in some tier 1 races as well.
Yeah, I remember racing him for a bit in Austin. He's a very quick driver and
yeah, solid pace. Not the quickest you will see if he goes into tier 1 next season, but definitely a solid driver.
Yeah, he's very good. He's done very well this season, and be interesting to see when we begin season 3, which looks like on the new game now, how that shakes things up. Will it be any different? How different will it be with floor damage and things like that?
Yeah, on this game you can be quite aggressive on the curbs, but when floor damage comes in, I'm curious to see how that impacts the way you're driving at different circuits.
I can imagine at tracks like Monaco and Singapore, it will make it a lot more challenging. Things like barge board damage as well is in the new game.
And it has a lot of impact as well on your time. From the clips that I've seen.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely looks that way. But it does look F1 2021 does look a big improvement on F1 2020 as the safety car comes in at the end of lap 4.
Yeah, finally.
See how Josh controls this restart. I'm sure he'll be waiting to the very last moment to pull away. Oh, and there's a bit of contact behind Mr. Norms and Faisal.
We'll be able to remove that penalty.
Yeah, he should be able to get rid of it after the race. And it looks like Joe has gone now. Decent restart. Decent gap to Cecil behind. He looks a bit under pressure. Got Arjun and Banter Brandon behind him. Keeps the position into turn 1. Both of them using overtakes. Arjun can't do anything about Cecil for the moment. Into turn 4.
And Daniel goes past Savkov.
It's an important move that for Daniel if he wants his keep up his podium streak.
He has to make up places as soon as possible. And he's closing up to... Oh wow. The Hess and Banter Brandon going side by side. Ooh, big moment for the Hess.
Looks a bit sketchy there for the Haas up against Banter Brandon.
Yeah, there was some contact, but also the exit of that corner is really understeery, so...
Yeah, I find that as well, especially when it drops downhill and get on the power a bit too much.
Yeah.
It looks like down the field, Sirac has made a bit of an error. He's now a long way behind J11. Yeah, he has made a couple of errors in the past. I remember Hungary wasn't his best race, and he's coming into the pit, so looks like a bit of front wing damage on the Ferrari.
Daniel got past Milanovic.
Next target for Daniel is Passion Fruit V2. He's about 1.4 seconds ahead. And there's a nice queue of cars for Daniel to catch up to, stretching all the way to Banter Brandon.
We love to see that till the end of the race.
Yeah, that will be very good.
So it's maybe nice to rate this season. What did you think of it? Because yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I thought the season was pretty good. We had some good races. Monza last week, especially, I enjoyed that one with the battle for the top 3 and TS and Daniel eventually winning the championship. It's a shame we had some more boring ones. Bahrain short and Hungary weren't the most exciting races, but yeah, to race like Australia earlier on this season were pretty good, and Spain as well. So it's been a good season, and there's been a lot of good action between the drivers, and it's been a very good season, and hopefully we can have more next year.
Yeah. With the new tracks as well.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Imola and Algarve especially.
Yeah,
Hopefully we can race them.
I think Imola is going to be so difficult to drive in the game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think
especially
it's
the first sector. I
yeah.
find that might be a bit difficult.
I think it's going to be a bit like Hungary with all the corners, but
Yeah, it'd be very difficult to pass.
and Portimao as well.
I'm looking forward to Port. I love that track. Algarve, such a good track with the undulations and stuff.
Yeah. Looks like you're in a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Still a close race. Fight for P1. Cecile and let's call him Josh in P1.
Looks like Cecil's hanging on to the back of Josh in his first WWRL race. He's doing a good job so far.
Yeah. Carrying the Racing Point team because Mr. Norms can't do it.
Yeah, he's doing much better than his teammate, Mr. Norms, down in P6.
Yeah. No, but just kidding. Mr. Norms is a solid driver and a great commentator.
Yeah, it's true. He is a good driver, and he's been very unlucky to not get a podium on some occasions. I remember USA earlier this year and Singapore last year. He was very unlucky not to get a podium.
Josh had a bad exit, so Cecile on his inside, and there's contact, and he spins out.
Oh, it's contact with Cecil. He's got front wing damage.
Did a Hamilton there in Imola? Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of He's got lost.
Can't find his reverse.
Finally, Cecil gets away. He's down in P10, and all that hard work in the opening laps has all gone away now.
And J11 spun as well.
Yeah, he spun exit the final corner. Yeah, it's a race for keeping it on the road, it seems.
Yeah. I noticed that I see a lot of bad exits. Don't know why, but
it might be tyre temperature, or maybe some of these guys using traction control. Maybe that's hurting them a bit.
True. Mr. Norms as well. Really wide. So Vassell with DRS
should be able to get the move done. Oh, he goes right round the outside of the racing point. Bit of contact. Yeah, he gets the job done nicely. And we're on lap 10 of 36.
Also had some Max and Ocon flashbacks.
Yeah, I can't imagine that was a very good race. Good race for you. It was a good race for me, but yeah.
Still mad at him.
Yeah, it was a really weird thing for Ocon to do, trying to unlap himself like that.
Yeah, but I think
did deserve the win.
Max and Ocon are pretty good friends in real life. Nowadays, not back then, but
yeah. They seem much better now. But a few years ago, they really didn't like each other.
Banter Brandon at the back of Arjen.
See if Banter Brandon can do anything, maybe on the run down to turn 4. He's got the DRS on the back of the Mercedes. See if he can do anything. Arjen not covering the inside. Will he go for it? Yes, he is. Nice and late on the braking. And he gets the job done. Arjen trying to hang it around the outside. Can't do it. And Banter Brandon takes P2 from Arjen. Brilliant move.
Yeah, solid move. And let's see if he can pull away now. Big for the standings. Don't think this will change anything, but let's take a look.
I'm not sure if it will.
No, Banter Brandon needs 12 points to get past him, and then Arjen has to score 0.
Oh, that's a tall order. Need Arjen. For Banter Brandon might need Arjen to have a bit of bad luck in this race.
Yeah.
Passion Fruit gets a penalty. Probably corner cutting. That is multiple warnings.
Daniel on the back of Vassell and Poco. And Vassell on the inside of Poco. They make contact. So Daniel can get closer.
Battle for P4 and 5. Oh, and 5.
Oh, contact.
And Poco.
This is going to be under investigation, I think, because don't know what Vassell was doing, but
yeah. And Poco misses the braking. He's lost 3 places there.
Didn't TMF Vassell ran into him? think
he might have done.
yeah.
Possibly. Maybe there was a bit of lag or something there, but
So Daniel now on the back of Vassell. Will be careful, I think so, because he can make contact as we saw a few seconds ago. Inside,
yeah, that was a nice move from Daniel.
Got him.
I think Faisal's got a bit of front wing damage here and he might be under pressure. In fact, Passion Fruit up the inside of him into turn 4. Should be an easy move for the Red Bull, and he gets it done.
I think he got a warning
P5.
for running wide there.
Track limits in Brazil is quite a difficult track. For track limits, you can get a warning at turn 1 and turn 4 as well.
Yeah, turn 1 is really easy to get. Turn 4 was, I think it was the 3rd race last season in Tier 1.
Yeah,
Brazil.
yeah, 3rd race.
And back then, I personally really struggled with the track limits in Brazil, especially turn 4. But nowadays not really, so. But the Tier 2 drivers seem to have some difficulties with that corner.
Yeah, there's been a couple of guys running wide at that corner, but not many penalties for the moment, as was quite a lot of guys in the pits going on the hard tyre.
Yeah.
But
weird, because you can definitely do the one stop on the medium.
Yeah, that is a bit weird. Maybe they just aren't confident in doing the medium all the way to the end, but mediums is definitely possible from here.
Although maybe a bit more safety, because I tried it out and there's not a big difference in time or tire wear.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely not as high as Singapore or Baku, especially on the rear tyres. Brazil is quite an easy track for tyre wear.
Don't know how it's in England, but in the Netherlands it's there's a storm coming, thunderstorm.
In the Netherlands?
Yeah, I can hear some noises in the background already. So let's hope the power doesn't get.
Yeah, that'll be terrible, especially with the Tier 1 race coming up. Hopefully the power stays on. Hopefully everything will be okay.
Yellow. Can't seem to find who it was. But Poco behind Milanovic on the mediums.
Yeah, he's in P6 in the Red Bull. 1.7 seconds behind TSM Daniel. He's got Poco really challenging him now into turn 1, just a couple of tenths behind him. It was a good exit that from the Haas driver, and he's alongside Milanovic right round the outside. Brilliant move.
Yeah, Max Verstappen on Rosberg.
Brilliant move.
But in the dry, and Passion Fruit tries to get him as well, but he spins out. There was no room.
Gets back on the track, and that all lost him a lot of time, around 5 seconds or so. Passion Fruit. He's down in P8.
And he might have some damage as well.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe there's a bit of front wing damage to that car.
Can't complain with the race so far.
Yeah, it's been pretty good and a nice and exciting one. Much better than Hungary and Bahrain short, definitely. Much better. At the moment, we've got Savkov leading, 5 seconds ahead of Josh in P2.
But he does have to make a pit stop.
Yeah, I think he hasn't stopped yet. He's on the medium tyres.
Daniel came in quite early, by the way, because he made an early pit stop. But he was on fresh soft, so don't know why he already made a pit stop.
I think he had front wing damage. I think he got caught up in an incident.
Yeah, again? He did early on in the race, but
yeah, he got hit, I think, early on in the race. I'm not sure if he got hit again or not. I'm not sure about that. But it has been a good recovery drive from him. He's P5 at the moment.
Arjen slowly catching up to Benter Brandon. But he's saving some... ooh, got a penalty. Saving ERS and fuel.
Oh, there's a yellow flag in Sector 2. It's Sirax. Sirax has spun, I think. It's another mistake for the Ferrari.
Another one. And another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Savkov lost a lot of time.
I think he's left the session.
Yeah.
His car is ghosted. Maybe his internet's gone or something. That's a big shame. He was doing pretty well.
No, he just joined again, but not sure if he can get back. Yeah, gets passed by everyone. Oh yeah, it's oh, it's raining in real life.
Oh no. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad.
No. I will close my window. Oh, it's bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
A lot of lightning.
Hopefully everything. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with the internet or anything like that.
Yeah. Let's hope so. I think it's going to be raining the entire night as well.
Oh no. It was raining earlier on in England, so I think it's moved over to Holland.
Yeah. Same weather. Always raining. Although Thursday it was like 34 degrees.
Wow.
So
why is that?
not great.
It's brilliant. That is lovely weather. It's been alright here in England too, but been cloudy today, unfortunately. Hopefully it gets better for the weekend. Now, we are in lap 20 of the race. We have 16 laps to go. Josh is leading ahead of Banter Brandon, with Arjun very close behind Banter Brandon in P2 and P3. And there can be an opportunity for Arjun to get past into turn 1.
Yeah. Arjen does have a penalty, so
yeah, that could be a big issue for Arjun, especially if Banter Brandon gets no penalties between now and the end. Looks like the Brazilian Grand Prix in real life might be in doubt. We might not be going to Interlagos again.
Yeah,
Should be a
the
big.
situation there isn't really good.
Yeah, yeah.
But the Copa America is still being held in Brazil, so. And it's at the back end of the season, so there's some hope.
Hopefully it can go ahead. It's such a good track and always creates good racing. I think
Yeah.
there's a bit of an issue with Mexico as well and Australia.
Australia is a weird one because it's. I think they have 0 cases of COVID.
Yeah, I've heard they've done quite well with COVID.
And they want to keep it that way because they're.
Yeah, yeah. It'd be a shame to miss out on Australia 2 years in a row, especially with all the new work they've done to the track, making it a bit quicker.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a bad thing or not because the season openers are always really boring around Australia. So.
Yeah, especially with these new cars, they have been really boring. I remember 2015 or so, there's hardly any overtakes.
Yeah. And they removed the chicanes now, right?
Yeah, they removed the quick chicane in the middle sector, and
Yeah, but now it's just a straight line. Or
yeah,
not?
they removed the corner before. They've still got the quick chicane, but they've removed the slower chicane before that.
So even less chances on overtakes.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, but I think they've changed turn 1, 3, and 13 as well. So hopefully that introduces a bit more overtaking. But there's only so much you can do with the street circuit. I'm looking forward to seeing Zandvoort as well. Shame to miss out there last year, but it'll be good to go there this year. It's a pretty good track to drive.
Yeah, and there will probably be fans.
Oh, brilliant.
Which is huge.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's why it didn't go through last year. I think it could have go through, but because there was no audience, they didn't want to race.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
It's back on the calendar for the first time in 35 years or something like that. So.
Yeah, it'll be good to have it back.
Don't know if it will be a great circuit for overtakes, but we have to see about that.
It's quite difficult to pass there on the gate. So, safety car deployed. What has happened? Passion fruit is out. Where's he crashed? On the pit straight. What has happened there?
That's weird.
Crashed into the barrier on the pit straight. That is very odd. Not sure what's going on there.
Yeah, people coming in.
Yeah, we've got Faisal coming in the Williams.
Josh is staying out. If I was him, I would have bidded for softs, but yeah, Benter Brandon is going in and Daniel as well.
Yeah, Arjun,
So
Daniel going in.
Josh
might
might
follow them.
ruin his race chances here because yeah, safety car is there, so
Whoa, we nearly driving with it.
Arjen on the mediums. Okay.
Maybe he didn't have another set of soft tyres. But this is a good thing for Cecil down in P7. He had some good pace earlier in the race, so that could help him a lot. But a bit worried now for Josh on those hard tyres.
Yeah.
He could struggle a bit with 10 laps to go.
He's throwing it away. Don't know why he did that. So 11 laps to go.
Maybe the safety car came out and he'd already missed the pit lane.
No. He even had some time to think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just didn't do it. So
He could come in this lap and I think he'll come out ahead of CSM Daniel or Mr. Norms. So he could still do it.
but he already lost the advantage, I think.
Oh,
No,
we thought about that.
Yeah.
Staying out.
So he will be incredibly slow, I think.
Yeah, the guys behind will have such an advantage.
Let's hope the safety car comes in as early as possible, because
Yeah, hope so. Yeah. You've got Faisal, who's a lap down, I believe, in between Banter Brandon and Arjun, so that could be a bit of an issue at the restart, although he might just ghost straight away.
oof. Yeah, you play FIFA, right?
Yeah, I play it.
So there's a new SBC. Bit painful. Earner player moments. Andreas Iniesta celebrating his extra time goal for Spain against Netherlands in 2010.
Oh, is that the World Cup final?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember watching that game. Yeah, Holland should have won.
I didn't watch it. Wasn't a big football fan back then, but.
Yeah.
Ooh, and there's a
Remember,
Grealish as well.
They've made an SBC for him.
Yeah.
Depending on how much it is, I might have a look. Might give it a go.
But I'm sorry. Let's get back to F1.
Yeah, there's still 9 laps to go.
Safety car still staying out.
Yeah, quite a long safety car period. What would be good for the new game is if you could see like the marshals clearing away the car, just so you could see how long the safety car's got left.
Yeah.
Instead of the car just disappearing, but yeah, I know they had that back in the old days, like F1 2002 or something, but they don't have it now for whatever reason.
Wasn't even born back then, so.
Yeah,
No clue.
I was just being born.
This is a big advantage for the soft runners, because their tires.
Definitely. When we get going, safety car should come in this lap. Josh could be under a lot of pressure from Banter Brandon and all the guys behind him. Oh, safety car is in this lap. This will be a very interesting restart. Banter Brandon,
Already driving side to side.
he really wants this victory. He knows he's got the pace to do it with the tyre advantage. Josh could have some issues warming up his tyres on the restart. And he's really backing the pack up.
And he's going.
He's away. He's away over the start finish line. Got a good gap to Brandon into turn 1.
Yeah, but this is where he will struggle. Just no grip on those hards, or not a lot, anyways.
Oh, J11 has spun at turn 2. That was the worst time to spin.
Daniel moving up in P3. Really impressive race from him.
Very impressive he could win it from being last at the end of lap 1.
Yeah.
There's I should have a look at TSM Daniel into the middle sector.
But he's on the medium, so I think he regrets that choice. But
Yeah, I'd say softs could go from here to the end, so maybe that was a bit overly conservative from Arjun.
even if they're used, they're still only like 10%, so should have just gone with the softs.
Yeah, definitely. Even if they're scrubbed, they still have a bit more extra grip than the medium tyre.
Yeah. If I was Benter Brennan, I would try to get past Josh as soon as possible, so that he can pull a gap to Daniel.
Yeah, and just hope Josh holds up TSM Daniel and Arjun. Then you could have a comfortable run to the finish. But yeah, it looks like he's saving a bit of battery, and once DRS kicks in, he should be able to get past.
It's getting really close now.
Could have a chance into turn 1. Just a couple of tenths behind. Sort of about the exit outwards of Jun Chao. Early on the power. It looks like there was 2 or 3 tenths of a second to Josh. Put down the power a bit earlier. DRS will be available next time as we head on to lap 30. Looks like there's a bit of a gap forming between the top 4 and Mr. Norms, who decided to stay out on his hard tyres.
Yeah, doesn't have the pace. Josh is quite decent actually. I thought he would be in 4th right now on those tires, but
Yeah, he's done very well to hang on, but I think now with DRS
Yeah.
it could make it easier for Banter Brandon. Yellow flag, and that is Milanovic has retired.
so we only have 10 drivers left. 9 if you don't count Sevkov. Or is he driving again? Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, I think he's driving. Oh, he spun. Oh, nearly spun. Lost the back end at Jun Chao. Arjun with another penalty.
Wait, what did you say? Arjen with another penalty?
Yeah, he got another penalty there at turn 1. I think
So,
he's on,
He now
seconds of
got
penalty.
6 seconds. Which means that if it finishes like this, he would drop back to P5, I think. So how many points is that? 10? Yeah, 10.
Yeah, 10 points for 5th.
And Banter Brandon potentially 25. So that's a difference of 15 points, which means he would become 2nd in the championship. But Banter Brennan I think he
Oh, he's
disconnected.
left. Brandon.
Wow.
Brandon's left his session. Oh, he's back. He's back. And that lost him a lot of time. That's
really unlucky.
With only a few laps to go now, but Josh is doing very well to hang on in the lead.
Yeah. I think he will win because Daniel and Arjen both have penalties, so.
That could really help Josh, but Daniel is really close behind the race leader.
Goes defensive. Yeah, DRS overtake, although Daniel doesn't have a lot of DRS.
Yeah, looks like Daniel has made it through into turn 1.
Yeah,
he has got the job done. There might have been a small bit of contact, but I don't think there's anything too major.
So
I
now
don't think there was any.
No, nothing big. So now Josh just has to stay behind.
Yeah, that's the key. With about 4 laps to go, just stay within 3 seconds of Daniel, and he will win the final round of the season. Got Arjun in third with 6 seconds of penalty, so he isn't really a threat for the race win anymore.
No.
Back to Brandon trying to catch up in P4.
Feel bad for him. Might have gotten P2 in the championship, but
it's a shame. He was on for the victory or a podium at least, and now, well, you might still get a podium, but the victory is definitely gone. And it's a big shame. He's done well all season, good at getting some good wins along the way. But yeah, it's such a shame he couldn't round it off with a victory today.
I've heard from Daniel that he's going to say something over the radio at the end of the race. So we'll see what that is, but
that'll be an interesting one. He's finished, so it might be gloves and steering wheel.
Wouldn't that be great? That you could do Josh with a penalty.
Oh, that could give Daniel the victory.
Yeah. But wouldn't it be great to to do donuts at the end of the race?
That would be brilliant. I'd love to do that.
They should add that. Not every race, but in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, maybe, and you win the championship or something. It's weird because I know in the current game they have a cutscene where you can watch your driver do donuts, but you can't control it, which is a bit odd.
Oh yeah, in career mode or?
Yeah, career mode, yeah. Faisal's retired, so down to 9 drivers now. And we are on the last lap of the season in Tier 2. Daniel is on the verge of victory to round off his championship campaign.
We're going on board with Daniel.
Looks nice and smooth. Just half a lap to go for the Finnish driver in the McLaren. one more corner for TSM to negotiate. He's on the verge of victory in Brazil. It's been a very impressive drive for him, with the pit stop at the end of lap 1, dropping down to the rear of the field. He's made some good overtakes today.
Definitely. What a race for him. From last to first in the first lap. Amazing drive, and what a way to finish off the season.
Yeah, brilliant race. Lots of action, safety cars. Lots of strategy as well. Very good race.
Yeah.
Here in Tier 2.
Let's see if Daniel has something to say over the radio. Said he would, but maybe if we're back in the lobby. Not sure. Brilliant drive, Daniel. Amazing. We're not getting a response, so...
Oh, that's not good.
Maybe he wants to do it in voice channel, or... Not sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for the season, guys.
Maybe general chat or something.
Come back in the new game, most likely, and yeah, thank you.
So that was him. Sorry for this. Yeah, just thanking everyone and for the season. So there will be a next season, next game. Looking forward to that, and yeah. Don't think we're doing interviews today. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, F1 2021 on season 3 should be very good. Looks a big step forward from the current game, so can't wait to try it out with Breaking Point and things like that. So should be good fun. I think it comes out in about a month's time.
Yeah, so we'll see you then, and yeah.